is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 20. Yard line. First down, McCarron. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 46. 19 yards that time for number 19. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. And
incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. From the gun, it's McCarron. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Ryan going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Flainer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now.
McCarron to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to fire into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down and goal to go from the 7. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal, and they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. McCarron on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They fake the give. Now McCarron. He uncorks it for Snead. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. McCarron, a final shot before the half. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So out come the Falcons now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on 2nd and 10 now. This is Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Ginn. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Running right, this is Ingram. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. In the red zone this time. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, here's McCarron. And this is caught. It's the tight end Fleener for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Fleener with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw is Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now McCarron. Caught right side, it's Snead. Willie Snead all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the gun, it's McCarron. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is McCarron. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. 3rd quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. One tight end.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan will throw again. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll go out of bounds down inside inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Super toe. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Running right, this is Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Bryant's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right on the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. McCarron looks to throw. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now McCarron. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle.